then how we will do the exact same thing using a dynamic parameter. So to get to that, I'm going to go ahead and hit our presentation here. To create, first thing we have to do is, because we're going to go and use the account number like we did last week, and the account number inside loss is actually a number, not a string. And so if you want to create another query as a pick list, the types have to match. So what we're going to do is we're going to create embedded query in SQL for our main query. Then we're going to create another SQL for our pick list. And then we're going to create a Crystal report and then match the two pick lists together. So that's what we're going to do. And the 20-second commercial, if I can make it shorter than that, I would. I guess I could if I kind of zipped through it, wouldn't have to say anything. But we do Crystal reports. We build them. We build your own, and we can train you to build yours. And the training is using your data, which makes it quicker and faster and more obtainable, not obtainable, whatever word I want to use there. But let's go ahead and pass that on up. There's the commercial. You can contact Tom Zeidel or myself. And if you'd like to look at other webinars, not just the ones that tip of the week, other webinars we have at 70 Core, you can go and look at the webinar and archive the past things. Now, I know we're talking about dynamic parameters today, and we're throwing in a little extra because we're going to use embedded queries. So let's go ahead and let me start up Crystal. Well, actually, I'm not going to start up Crystal. I'm going to start up SQL Server, because what we're going to do is, okay, my mouse isn't working there. Come on. All right, could there be any more technical difficulties? Come on, little mouse, open it up. Now, that is so much fun. Let's see if it worked now. There we go. I'm going to SQL Server, and what I want to do is I'm going to use the table. Oops, what is this thing doing now? All right, people, I love the fact that we do these things live. The problem is when we do these things live is we may run into glitches like this, and this is unbelievable. Wow, come on. Work with me here, computer. This is only live, and it's only people out there listening want to do this. If you'll just work with me here just a little bit. Here we go. Come on. Come on. I apologize. I work on these things, and I practice them a little bit, and I get here live, and the computer was sitting here with everything on it, and it looks like it is just locked up. Let me go about 1 more minute here to see what I can do. All right, I see you're still there. Let me try this again. All right, let's try this again. I apologize for this. I'm glad you guys are still sticking here. Great. Here we go. And this is a brand new computer too. That's what's so fun. Come on, work with me, please. All right, let me work another 20 seconds here, and y'all can see, I know you can't see me sweating, but I am sweating here. And I love this computer. It's been really good with me, and it's not working. And I'm talking really sweet to it, and it's still not going to work. Okay. I do apologize because you guys took time out for your day to be here. Okay, let me try one more time and see if this is going to work. Thank you. All right, let's try that. First of all, I'm going to execute GL amounts. Okay, come on, please. Please, please, please. Good, now the mouse is working. Hope you're still there. I want to execute GL amounts because this is the table I'm going to pull from, and I have to build a query first in which because I'm going to use this as my my embedded query for the report. So I'm going to go in and just build a little bit here. Select, I'm not going to grab every field, just a few. Let's grab company. Fiscal year. And let's do accounting unit. Account. And let's go ahead and let's grab, we'd have to grab all the debit ones and credit ones. So I'm just going to grab the first one. So DB, amount 01. Now I'd have to grab all of those, and also I'd have to grab the credit ones as well in our query. I'm not going to do that here. I'm just going to grab just the first one to show you what we're going through. And then I want to grab it from, oops. So let's run this query. All right, what I also want to do, I went ahead and I did it ahead of time. I'm grabbing another query inside here. In fact, I want to grab part of this. Just imagine this query having all the fields that we need in it, and I'm going to grab another query, just paste it here. And what I'm doing is I'm taking the account, I'm going to turn it to a string. In fact, I'm going to take this string, where I take the account field and made it a string. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to put it in my original query up here as well. And the reason I need to do that is because this is going to be an embedded query inside Crystal, and this will as well, and I'm going to join the two together. So the reason what I've done below is I've gone in, I did a select on the account. I'm going to group it by account, because what's going to happen, you're going to have many accounts inside here, but I want just the account to show up one time. So when I go in and run this, it's going to show just the one time. When I say the one time, it's going to show just each account one time. Okay, what I do here? Let me run this again. So I did wrong. Let's go back down to apps database. Let's try that again. So the count's going to show one time, but we have an account that's a string here, account that's a string up here in a regular query. So I'm going to grab the regular query up here first, which is going to be like all of our database fields. I don't have them here, but let's say we put them all on there. And the reason I'm doing it this way is if you ever do if you're doing actuals and you're doing budget, you're going to have to do a union. You're going to grab the first union is going to be your actuals, the second union is going to be your budget. So let's go to Crystal, and I'm going to create a new report. New blank report, and let's open up our now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit add command on my database here. I'm going to paste the first query in here. So there's our first query. Just imagine we had all the debits and the credit periods in there. I click OK. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to go back to our SQL. I'm going to grab the second query, which is going to be just our accounts here. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go to Crystal Reports. I'm going to go to the add command again and click on add command. I'm going to paste this query in there as well. Click OK. Now we have the two. And it's going to join it by both account and account string. That's fine. That's not going to be a problem. In fact, we could have gone into our command one that's going to have our description, our pick list, and put in the account description as well. So I'm going to leave it at that. This just tells me it has 2 reference points. Now I'm going to go and just drop some of these fields on there. So I'm going to go Command 1, and oops, Command 1 here, and let me drop a few of these fields on there. You know, we still may make it under 15 minutes, even though I was trying to make this thing work. All right, now I'm going to create the parameter. So I'm going to right-click, New, and we're going to call this account. It is a string field because we're using the string account field. And I'm going to make this dynamic. I'm going to go to our source, and I'm going to pick. Now I'm going to go down to the Command 1. Command 1 just has our account string. Doesn't have all the other information. I'm going to grab the account string. And then our optional prompt, I'm going to make that true. That way if we don't pick any of the counts, it's going to bring them all in. So I'm going to click OK here. Click there to create the parameter, and I'm going to click OK. Now I'm going to go up to our filter here. Used to be the old marble hands, our select expert, and I'm select new, and I'm going to go down to, now notice I didn't have a count. I can put a count string in here instead of a count, but I'm going to go down to my command where the count string is, and I'm going to select the field account string. I'm going to choose that field, and I want this field to be equal to, and then this time I'm going to go to the Command 1. Oh, actually the count up here. So now I want to refresh this. All day long this has been running real smoothly, real quickly, and then like anything else, you do a demo and it wants to go slow. Here's our pick list. So now our pick list should be a string. So it's not going to display with the commas or decimal places. It's going to display as a string. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to pick 109, and there it is. Now this is a number. You can change that display as well. So go back, I'm going to refresh this, and I'm going to pick nothing this time. Like we said, since we used the option prompt in the very beginning, if I pick nothing, I get everything. And here's one thing to keep in mind as we do this is that, as I mentioned before, I know I was going to show you. I'm going to go up here to the command fields, and we'll right on that. I'm going to database. And if you want to change instead of command 1, you can highlight this. And once it turns blue, if you get around the edges and kind of click on it, and then until it turns blue, then you can change this to like main query. And we'll make this one down below and click on it and click around the edges until it kind of changes. And we're going to make that LOV, list of values. All right. Yeah, I do apologize for the problems I have. That sometimes we run into problems like that. We do a live presentation, and I hope you got a lot out of this. I'm going to go and check to see if anyone had any questions here, if this computer will actually work. I like this computer. Okay, let's go down and see if we have any questions. I see no questions, so that's it for the day. If you have any questions, you email me. If you would like for me to, you have a subject you'd like me to cover, I'll do it. Now, I can do it, I do the Extreme database a lot of times because it's very neutral, and I have a lot of variations I could do. We can do examples on Lawson database like we did here, or if you have a different database, let me know what. So what I can do is do the examples on those. So thanks for joining. Apologize for the bump in the road with the computer, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Well, now I have questions.